Welcome to the church office.
Thank you for. I messed it up. Thanks for stopping by.
You'll get it one of these
One
days.
take. It's a one take.
We are here on location. This is the calm before the storm.
Yeah.
It's about 11:15 on the day of the children's Christmas program. They've been working on this for months now, and they fired up today at 1:30 is the matinee.
Yeah.
7 o'clock tonight. I mean, by the time this is posted, we'll probably be. So this really isn't a promo for the program itself.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow probably. Tomorrow.
Maybe,
this will probably go out today.
Okay.
So tomorrow.
All right. So
yeah.
Excellent. So tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. So PJ, remember when Leah told us the line, "All the world's a stage, we are merely players."
Oh, that was during the Shakespeare versus Taylor Swift game. I do remember that. Yeah.
And actually, we missed one. That's actually a Rush, the great rock band Rush.
Oh yeah.
All the world's a stage, we are merely players from the classic Limelight. Joe Tortonesi. That's a shout out to Joe Tortonesi.
Oh,
Joe
pulled
would know
that out.
that.
Yeah.
Joe would certainly know that
for sure.
So, we wanted to go through schedule of events here.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
So let's see. The Advent services then will resume on December 18th.
Yeah, week from today.
A week
from today is Advent
18th.
3. Yep,
Advent 3.
Yep. And for that service, we're doing sort of a lessons and carols where we're going to sing a bunch of Christmas carols and walk through the Christmas story. It's going to be kind of a neat service.
I saw the service. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be neat. The school, I think the last day of school then, December 18th, little half day. Then the kids start their Christmas break.
Yeah, that sounds right.
All right. Then you and I have to go, we got to go to work, hitting up leftovers.
Right.
For the school lunch.
Yep. Yeah, kind of time to start stocking probably.
Hey, so I think I told you this, but I just want a reminder.
Yeah.
I brought leftovers from home, and I threw them in the fridge.
You did. Yeah, this is exciting for me. Because you didn't just bring leftovers.
Monday was a nice.
You brought relatively perfect food.
Monday was a nice day, so I cooked for the family. I had Monday off. I said to the family, "I'm going to cook. My daughter Becca's in town, so it's exciting. The kids are kind of coming back into town." I said, "Guys, I'm going to make my beer brats."
Yeah.
So you boil them up in beer, then you grill them just for a little bit.
Yep.
And then, of course, that sauerkraut accompanies that.
Right.
I had leftovers. Yep. I brought them in. They're in the fridge. There's a mess of sauerkraut and 4 brats. PJ, I offered to go 50-50 with you on that, all right? If I go there and 2 of those brats are missing and all the sauerkraut's gone, I'll be fine, all right?
That's good news. That is good news for me. I'm not going to go so far as to call that a Christmas miracle, but Christmas already has a miracle.
2 weeks before Christmas miracle. Speaking of food as well.
Yeah.
So today's my birthday.
That's right. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I made a big deal of not really caring about my birthday. And I really don't, but it's nice. The staff was so nice. That's what we have here today. Like the staff they got me.
You got this?
The staff.
And this too?
Jessica assured me that I'm not sure if they came from the donation station or a resale shop of some, but if they spent more than $2 on these presents, I'll be, a little bit disappointed.
What does this one say?
This says Sunday Today with they put it on Pastor Day, but it did say Sunday Today with Willie Geist.
Right, because this looks like the CBS logo or something, or is that just a coincidence?
I'm not sure. I think Willie Geist might be a TV host connected with the Today Show.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Thus the phrase Sunday Today.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I don't know about it. Why? We're a little busy on Sunday mornings.
Yeah. That's true.
I've got stuff to do.
Yep,
I've been working on Sunday mornings for a long time.
That is a great mug for you.
Yeah, it's a nice mug, right? Yeah. So that one. And then they got me this one too.
Yeah, so this one says, "Don't get your tinsel in a tangle." That's kind of spicy, kind of a spicy little phrase.
Do you know what tinsel? Do you guys use tinsel?
No, on the tree. As a kid, I remember tinsel going up, but we don't. As Jackie and I do not put tinsel on.
Right? No, we don't either. But as a kid, yes.
Yeah. I remember we had blue tinsel, we had silver tinsel.
Yeah, and it was just throw it on there.
Yeah.
The more tinsel, the better.
Yep.
Yeah, the kids are missing out today on the tinsel. So and then check out what the staff got me, PJ. Yeah. This is coffee from a place in Flat Rock. I believe it's called Hooked on a Bean.
Oh, I have heard this name before.
Have you heard it?
This is local. This is Flat Rock.
This is local.
Okay, that's cool.
Now Kelly Inge kind of engineered this.
Okay.
Kelly's she says she gets her coffee from this place. So thank you to the church staff. PJ, we're gonna have to fire this up. Here's the thing though, what I've discovered.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I owe you an apology because you and I were kind of together on just being coffee proletariats, right? The working man's coffee.
Yes, and you deserted me on that.
I did. I've become a coffee snob.
Yeah.
So Pastor Mark, I blame him. I'm gonna have to get a French press for the office. I'm gonna have to get a French press.
An office French
press when we sample some of these coffees. I'm sorry, but it just kind of has to be done.
You know,
you gonna be okay with that?
I don't mind that other people like fancy coffee. I just prefer the best coffee that I've ever had in my life is free with a fill up.
Oh yeah, I know. Trust me. We know, PJ. We know. And I'm the same way.
Yeah,
I
know.
At the end of the day, when I leave here, one of the last things I do is I check the coffee in the comments.
Yeah.
And if the pot is on, I make sure I turn it off.
Yeah.
And if there's like half a pot in, you know what I think to myself? That'll be perfect for tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
That'll be perfect for tomorrow. I'll come in tomorrow morning. I'll fire that up. I'll nuke it, and we're good to go.
Yeah.
So I'd like to be able to do both. So it's not an either or, it's a both and. I want to be a working man's
and I think that's great.
Old coffee.
You know, the whole spectrum of coffee.
The fancy stuff too.
Is this ground or do you have to grind this?
This is ground. I can tell for ground.
Yep.
Oh, I've got 2 coffees though on order from a company that I like, Good Walk Coffee. Little shout out. I'm not shouting out to them. They don't need my shout out. You know who needs my shout out?
Not a sponsor.
They could be.
Could be a sponsor.
Possibly you. Hey, big shout out to White Furniture as well. So Scott Jordan
is a sponsor.
Scott Jordan, his birthday was last week as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Scott's birthday was December 7th. So shout out to Scott. And happy birthday to Scott as well. But yeah, no, this is. But no, I've got a couple coffees on the way. They are whole bean.
Okay, so well, you got to actually grind them yourself.
I'm kind of preparing for the coffee taste test 2.
Yeah,
part
that'd be
2.
Fun.
When Pastor Mark is here, hopefully he'll be here at some point.
Well, that's right. We'll have to figure out
figure it out here because I want Pastor Mark here, and it's going to take a while, but all the coffees are going to be prepared, ground up, and French press. Yeah. And so at the end of it, PJ, you too.
You think you're going to convert me?
I don't know. I never thought I'd be converted, but
maybe
there I am.
I could be. It could happen.
All right. So, a voters meeting. Yeah, we got a voters meeting on December 19th.
That's next week.
That is a week from now. That's at Thursday the 19th. The Christmas basket pickup is on. Let's see, this December 20th. It's that Friday.
Yes.
Friday, December 20th.
Yep. It's basically all day that day, I think. In the morning and afternoon.
Yeah. It's a big deal. It's a huge deal. Lisa DeMue and her team are doing just an exceptional amount. And big thank you to everybody out there.
Yeah, all those ornaments just disappeared off the bulletin board. That was really awesome.
Did a tremendous job of helping us out. And so
it's a great just care ministry, you know, just to get out there and share the love of Jesus with no agenda other than just to care for people the way that God has commissioned us to do. You know?
And it's generational. You know what's really neat for me is a young man that I know very well. He was participating in this. He sat in these bleachers, right?
Yeah.
Alex Tarnowski, big shout out. Alex brought in, he's, I don't know, in his early 20s, about my kid's age. You know, he went out and him and his dad got stuff. Yeah. Alex brought it in.
Yeah.
So that's cool. We think of, well, you got to be a grown up. You got to be in your 40s and 50s to do this stuff. No, you don't. You know, I thought that was really neat.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Generational. We got people helping out, kids, grandpas, parents, and then you got that younger generation too. So a big shout out to all of you who helped out. Christmas Eve, obviously, great time for worship.
Yep.
Our services are 5, 7, and 9.
5, 7, and 9.
5, 7, and 9. With the cantata and choir services being primarily 7 and 9.
Yeah, 9 o'clock for the full. So all 3 services are, each one's a little different. Mm-hmm. 9 o'clock is, think your traditional choir and orchestra. That's your 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that's your 9. All candlelight services, all of them.
All
candlelight services there. So they're all somewhat similar, but just the way that works out timing wise, 5, 7, and 9.
Yeah.
And then Christmas Day. And I know Christmas Day, a lot of times, it's a family. It's kind of, it's not the biggest service in the year, but for those who are participating in Christmas Day, what I like about it, it's one of the few times here at Christ the King that we can do kneeling communion.
Yeah.
And, kneeling communion on Christmas Day for me is so special.
Yeah.
Because you have the incarnation, you have the body.
Yep.
You have the Word made flesh.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And just that when I envision just the bread of Holy Communion being placed in my hands.
Yeah.
It's like the baby placed in the manger.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's just kind of, it's just the Word made flesh. The plan of salvation as God worked it out doesn't happen unless Jesus comes to us.
Yeah.
The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. So just that Christmas Day, and it's a bit more reserved. I mean, Christmas Eve, obviously, it's kind of crowded, which is great. Yeah. Wonderful celebration. Christmas Day always has just a little bit of a different feel to it.
Yeah.
And so an invitation for that is Christmas morning at 10 a.m.
Yeah, no, so that was never,
service.
that was not a tradition for me growing up, was Christmas morning church.
Yeah.
But now, participating in that service, boy, there's just something, I mean, it's great to say Merry Christmas on Christmas Eve too, but that Sunday morning, everyone is just, there's just joy in the room, you know?
Yeah, and it's a different feel too, and we get it. A lot of you with families.
Oh, for sure.
Kids,
I mean,
it's the timing doesn't work out for everyone, but for those of you it does work out. We're really blessed together. All right. So, and then we have the New Year's Eve service. Our New Year's Eve service, December 31st. And PJ, you've got that one.
I've got that service. Yeah, 7 o'clock.
Is that your first New Year's Eve service?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Yes.
That would be cool. All right. So you can check out all these events online. Just a busy, wonderful time of the year.
Yep.
I think I've been kind of checking the long range forecast. It
Yeah,
doesn't look like we're going to have a white Christmas. I don't see a lot of snow in the forecast.
You know what?
I could be wrong.
I know a lot of people want the white Christmas. If the snow just stays away, that's cool with me.
Really?
Yeah. I get the picturesque, you know, the snow, the dusting, whatever, but I just, snow.
I'm more about the fields in my backyard.
Yeah.
I need 6 inches of snow and then 20-degree weather to freeze that up, create that nice blanket of insulation on that, as I've explained many times before.
By the way, Pastor Jay, you know, speaking of these gifts, I have a gift. I have a gift to show you.
You had a gift to share.
So this is
well,
and I know it's your birthday and everything, but this is actually a gift that I received, and I just wanted to. I think that you might want to have a conversation with our Michigan district and their representative. So this was dropped off by our district facilitator just a few weeks ago. He stopped by in the afternoon and to bring me this. And this is a shepherd staff, and it's an ordination gift. The district gives these out as ordination
this is a real staff.
Yeah, it's like a real staff.
This is a legit staff. And so wait, I just don't get it, man. Well, so you got this being ordained in the Michigan district, or is it Michigan district?
It's a Michigan district.
Okay, so I
know that there are other districts that do this as well.
Yeah. They give staffs, or they give other stuff.
I think a staff is pretty common, a shepherd staff, but I think there are other gifts as well.
A chauffeur?
I don't know if anyone. That's what I would give.
Run the stage. All right. How about tonight when I give my little sermonette at the end, you come out and you pull me off on this thing right there. How's that?
So I don't want to rub it in, but I do think that maybe you should have a conversation with our district representative the next time you see them to see if they, you know, retroactively.
Maybe I can get. Maybe they got an extra one laying around. Maybe they went to ordain somebody, but it just didn't quite work out.
Didn't take.
It didn't take. So now they got one. Is your name on here?
It is. Yeah.
What? Oh, this. I'm really
with plaque and everything.
Here's my concern, PJ, and I'll say this as I'm holding the staff.
Okay.
Like the talking stick. We should have this all the time. Yeah. The talking stick. We should bring this to staff meetings. Dan Meckes is our district facilitator.
Yep.
He's going to be here tomorrow at 2:00. He sent me an email and it said, "Hey Jay, I'm in the area. How about I stop by? Do you have a half hour? Can I take up a half hour of your time?" I said, "Sure, Dan, that's fine." And I said, "PJ's around. You want PJ, in there too?"
Yeah.
And he said, "No, I've caught up with PJ a couple weeks ago. Just you is fine." That doesn't bode well, PJ.
It sounds like it doesn't bode well for me particularly.
I feel like
being my supervising pastor.
I feel like I'm being called into the principal's office, and this might be my last church office. Right? This might be. I don't know what happened. So maybe an update tomorrow after 2:00. Hey, how about this? No news is good news.
No news is good news.
If you don't hear, if we're like radio silent tomorrow after I meet with the district facilitator, then everything's all right.
I mean, I would say we should expect to see you on Sunday morning, for sure. If we don't see you on Sunday morning, I think people are going to be concerned.
Let's hope. All right. Oh, speaking of birthdays.
Yeah.
So
you got you and Jesus at the end of the month. Who else?
Well, there's a ton of December birthdays.
That's true. Yeah.
But I always got a kick out of your boys when they were asked, "Where do you want to go to eat for your birthday?"
Oh, yeah?
The birthday meal.
Uh-huh.
All right. When I was Zeke's age, Levi's age, for me, the birthday meal was anything frozen that could then be cooked.
Okay.
The TV dinner was the holy grail. The TV dinner was the best.
Yeah.
Pot pies were next.
Okay.
I remember one
pot
year.
Pot pie out of the freezer.
My mom asked
in the oven.
Jay, I'm Zeke's age, right? I'm third grade, second grade, third grade. Jay, what do you want for your birthday dinner? And I said, pot pies. And I was dead serious.
Yeah.
To this day, PJ, there are, at any given moment, there will be at least 3 to 4 pot pies in my freezer.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a go-to meal. If
Yep.
Denise says, you know what, Jay, you're on for supper tonight, you're on your own.
That's your go-to.
Pot pies. 2 pot pies, a baked potato. I'll sit down, I'll watch Pardon the Interruption, Around the Horn, an
Yep.
hour on ESPN, and we're good to go.
Okay.
That's the go-to birthday meal.
Good. I did not know that about. I didn't know you had an affinity for pot pie.
Love it. I still eat like the 10, 11, and 12-year-old.
Okay. What about like a shepherd's pie? Is that fine, or is that too, like where the potatoes go on top?
Is it frozen at one point?
Probably. Yeah, you could probably get that frozen.
Probably could. All right. And I guess your birthday meal would just basically
Always sauerkraut.
anything with sauerkraut.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, always sauerkraut.
All right. Like I said, help yourself. All right. And if you're ever in and around the church office, make sure you stop by. We've got plenty of coffee for you, and now a variety of mugs.
Yeah.
Right?
You can come check out the mug shelf now. It's growing. It's great. Yeah.
We are really doubling up on mugs.
Yeah.
And if we see you tonight or tomorrow at the Christmas program, that'd be great.
Yeah.
We're really looking forward to worshiping with you over this Advent and Christmas season. So we'll see you next time from the church office.